Welcome back to the Meeple Marathon. Today we have a very exciting unboxing for you, and that is Everdell the Complete Collection. It's here, it's finally here, and it is absolutely massive. Just for comparison's sake, this box is the same width as Gloomhaven. It's actually taller this way than Gloomhaven, but not quite as deep, or I guess you could say this tall wise, but it's 2 inches longer and 2 inches shorter than Gloomhaven. So essentially, and this thing is packed to the gills. It is heavy. I know Gloomhaven was like 21 some odd pounds. This is pushing it. I don't know. I haven't gotten this onto the scale yet. The only other game in my collection that is actually longer than this one is Madara, but Madara is about half as deep. So this is up there. This is just a massive, massive box. I'm going to attempt to roll this thing over so you guys can see the backside. I'm sure the camera is going to shake a little bit. I hope I'm not just like dumping everything out. There we go. So what we are getting in this one is actually everything. I actually sold off my former Everdell collection and wanted to just get everything all together again. So this is gonna have, you know, all of the former expansions plus the 2 new ones. It also has got some, you know, things like legendary cards, Meeple stickers for all your Meeples. You can see here, you know, just an incredible storage solution. So excited for this. Before we dive into that, let's take a look at these. These, I was a little hesitant at first to pick up the Deluxe resources, and then I found out that they were working on a way to fit these, because I was like, I don't want these to just sit in this box and then have to pull out a second box and set these out and, you know, fill them up. And at that point they were truly just like cosmetic upgrades. But you will see that there's going to be a spot for these in the storage solution, so you can literally just pull them out and set them down, and there you go. So this is easily my favorite piece. This is the stump that's for the resin. So yeah, the little orange resin is going to go in there. This boat is for the wood, so kind of like a raft. This is probably the next best, coolest one. It's like a oyster shell for the pearls in Pearlbrook. A basket for the berries. And a little mine cart. It's tiny, but the pebbles are very skinny for the pebbles. Okay, then we've got these guys. These acorns here are for the occupied tokens, and with the new expansion, there's now the Newleaf expansion, there's actually gold occupied tokens, so you get 2 of those. Then you've got these that are going to hold your just you know, victory point coins, whatever you want to call them. They do now have 1s, 3s, and 6s. And then these are little kind of plastic leaves that you can see. There's a, you know, a slice in them there, and these are going to hold your scoring cards that go up in your tree, so they'll stand upright now. I don't know whether or not these will work with sleeved cards, and that's the only thing I didn't get the book, which I do kind of regret now. That's really just like a coffee table book. But I didn't get the sleeves pack, and I don't know. I didn't sleeve my game formerly, but I'm probably going to really want to keep this one nice, so maybe I'll try and track them down. But anyways, let me get the plastic off of this, flip it back over, and then we're just going to dig in and give you guys a really beautiful unboxing. Okay, I've turned it sideways because I feel like once we get the box lid off, it's not going to matter, and this fits. I can zoom in a little bit more this way. What I'm very curious about before I crack this open is whether or not have they gone ahead and like punched a bunch of stuff and like put it into the storage solution, or am I gonna have to add it in? I know that, you know, you could have bought just the collector's box here with the storage solution empty and taken all of your, you know, various boxes and expansions and emptied them into here. But I'm very curious to see how they have shipped this, because I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of extra room to put like cardboard punch outs and things like that. Oh my goodness. Oh. 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 All right. Here we have the instructions on how to get everything back into the box. There are a few cardboard things here, but a lot of the stuff looks like it's already in the trays. So we'll see. Probably definitely going to save this. There's nothing really on the inside of the box. It's actually kind of like a nice peach color. It's not just like plain cardboard, but I may, oh no, because there's this too, so probably not going to throw this away, even though I think I know how to put the Evertree together now. But I will be doing a video of how to get everything into the trays, where they go, how to store them. So if you're not one to keep this, or if you lose track of it instantly, or just don't want to pay attention to it, have no fear. We're going to take care of you. All right. So what I'm seeing here is, you know, expedition tokens. So this is from the Spirecrest expansion. I know that these web tokens are from the new Mistwood. I forget that spider's name, but it's the new AI system that is probably the newest component that I'm most excited about. Not sure if these are Newleaf add-ons or Mistwood add-ons. I think these might be Mistwood add-ons or overlays. These we all know about. I'm assuming that you guys kind of have a general understanding of Everdell. If not, I have plenty of coverage of Everdell if you just want to search my channel. All right, so here are some of the 3D monuments or the open tokens. I never really use these much, especially because I play solo. But there is a place for you to put these together and store them away in here. Let's see here. Most constructions, these are new, or maybe these are Belfair. Belfair is the one expansion I did not pick up because I play mostly solo, and Belfair wasn't really a solo expansion. So there's some Punchboards here that we are, I think this is Belfair here. These are going to be part of Newleaf, so the train. So these are actually like the train cars that there's a track on the board, and here's your tickets that you can try and you know, do what it says on there. Here's the golden Occupy tokens, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be some wooden components in here with some stickers that we can put on to replace these cardboard bits. Same with these. There's going to be I don't know if they're metal, but other than cardboard. There's rugwort. All right, so here we go. We got ourselves the tree. We got all the meeples are already in there, which we'll see. I'll tell you what I hope to do. If you have not checked out Everdell Digital Edition yet, please feel free to check out my coverage of that. You can see that in the video popping up in the upper right corner right now. Excellent implementation of Everdell in digital form. We got a little book here. Tabletop Tycoon, Flourish, Panorama, that one's new. The Princess Bride stuff. I mean, Everdell's really like their big hit. Alien Frontiers is up there, but Everdell's definitely their like marquee game. Okay, so what I really want to do, and I know this is super OCD and super nerdy, but I am wanting to place my critter meeples into this storage solution in somewhat of a pattern that looks like a rainbow or something like that, and not just have them tossed in there. So let's see if they actually did that. This guy here, let's start over here. Actually, we're gonna start over here. So this is the top lid, and there is a specific way you get your tree in here. Even though my tree fit into my base box, I just kept it put together on a shelf. This is the wooden, the wooden tree, which came as part of the collector's edition. So there's a spot for it. It'll fit in here. Again, there's really only like one thing that'll fit in the bottom, one thing that'll fit on top, so it's hard to mess it up. But there's that. Let's set this tree off to the side. So then there's another lid. So it's like a two-part lid. I think. Oh no, this just kind of lays on top, so it doesn't snap in there. I was trying to unsnap it, but I'm pulling out this whole thing. So here we go. And yeah, I am definitely going to be rearranging these, but I don't think there's any set spot for them. I don't know if any are necessarily bigger than the rest. Let's see if we can try and find some of the new ones. Is that the stoat, I think? What's the pink ones? The pigs, yeah, the walking pigs, which I think that's big. The spiders, which is a new one. Oh, the turtles. The turtles are not new. What's the yellow ones? The bees. Where's the butterfly? The owl. Bunny. No, the bunny's old school. Squirrel. I think this is the otter or the weasel. I'm looking for the butterfly. What color did they end up on the butterfly? Decided on the butterfly for. Platypus, I think. Rat for rugwort. I know it's around here somewhere. Now that looks like the platypus. Is this the butterfly? This is the butterfly. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. The butterfly, and then I see the other one I was looking for, the snail. So really, oh, the bat. I know the bat is new. There we go. So yeah, I mean, you basically have like just about every animal you could want. Your larger critters are gonna fit into here. Probably going to take them out of the bags and just trust that they will stay safe in there. But that's basically all of your critter meeples in this tray with the Evertree on top. All right, then we got, looks like just a piece of paper here for protection purposes. We can get rid of that. All right, so now let's come back over here. Now that I've taken this side out, this one is much easier to get my hands on. It's kind of a nested box. This is like all the cards down here. Ooh, and we'll pull those out here in a second. All right, so this is gonna hold your mainly Pearlbrook stuff. If you see on top of here, I don't know how well it's coming through, but there's the Pearlbrook frog. And so the open signs will fit into here after they've been stored. I think some of those other really nice other components that you can build are going to fit into here. Let's see what else. Yep, the wonders and the signs. So that's what's going to go into this Pearlbrook-esque box. All right, let's jump back over here now. We have the comprehensive Everdell rules, the gilded rulebook. I believe that was loud. I believe if you get just the box, you're still going to get this. So this is really nice that everything is placed into one section here, and it looks like there's actually a lot of extra stuff here. You know, yeah, all the setups are at the beginning. Just a huge list of New Year begins. I think there was something. But yeah, I mean, just look at that. I'm so excited to get all of this onto the table. I don't even know if it's all going to fit. So there's the Gilded Rulebook and then the archives. So this is literally covers every single card, every single, you know, there's new player powers now. So answering all your questions, hopefully it's in this book. So two really nice pieces of literature here for that. All right, up next here we have what appears to be where all of our vessels are going to go. Yes. So what I'm going to do is take the lid off of here, and then we're just going to get back out my box, and we're gonna go ahead and just throw a couple of these in here, like bam! Look at that. Wood is now in there. And so they say you could just pull this out and set it on the table, but that's not nearly as fun as putting them on the actual spot on the board where you're going to go track them down. So now I can just pick this out, set it on the board, and man, that is just magical. Let's get another one here. Ooh, dolly. I probably should not have dumped those in there before I pulled it out, but there are the pearls. Oh, that's so glorious. All right, so let's take a look at some of the stuff that you guys probably have never seen before. As a reminder, I will have a video showing off all of this stuff put back into the box, but today's about the unboxing. All right, so here are the Deluxe Occupied tokens. They're just wooden discs, but again, we're going to see stickers pretty soon that we can put on them. And then here are the golden ones. So these are part of the Newleaf expansion. They're exactly the same, little yellow discs. These are part of the Newleaf expansion. These look really nice. God, what's the name of these tokens? I cannot remember the name of these tokens now. Reservation tokens, I think. But these are nice. They look like wax seals, but they're, you know, plastic. There's some symbology on the back. I'm not so sure what that's for, but this is a nice little component. And then we've got big chunky D8 for rugwort, marbleized, and a big chunky D12 for the mistwood spider. And then here we have, oh, these are metal. Okay, these are solid, hefty metal coins. So there you go. I mean, there's some weight to these. 6s, 3s, and 1s. And again, they are going to get their own vessel. I guess these are all the same size. So that's going to go there, and these will be stored. Hopefully they're all going to fit. Ay caramba. There you go. I don't know if there's a spot for these, but that's okay. Where did I get those out of? Maybe it was right here. Anyways. Alright. So that's a look at the resources tray. So we've had one tray that's got all of the Meeples in it and the Evertree. Another tray that's got all the resources in it. So let's pull this off and set it aside. I could have pulled this whole box out. Okay, so we'll have to remember that. Take the whole box with you. All right. This appears to be the last one. I don't know if there's going to be anything underneath this, but this appears to be double layered too. So let's go ahead and pull this out. All right. Yeah. So this one has got your new these are really just kind of places to keep your resources. You can see they're double-sided, so pick your, do you want to build your tableau out to the right? Do you want to build it out to your left? These are just kind of fun ways to say, this is my city, this is my area, place to put your workers and collect your resources. And there's a whole bunch of these. I guess, there's got to be more than 6 here. That's not going to stay, but that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know why. Because 2 of these are for the Mistwood expansion. So they're fun and thematic on this side if you just wanted to use that one. But this is going to give you, turn summary, prepare for season, all of the stuff you need to know for Mistwood. And then, yeah, here's the other one, Nightweave. That's the name of the giant spider. And again, you could just use it as this side as a fun establishing. So there's a lot of nice, I mean, these are all unique too. I mean, this is just brilliant. It's like root dwellings, or maybe you want to be, maybe you're a frog. Okay, I was wrong. They're not all 100% unique, but here's in the snow. Okay, so you could easily all play a 6-player game and each have your own thing. So we'll say that. Each have your own look. All right, I think I've shown off most of them. Yeah. All right, but there you go. So that's those. These are going to slide back into there. Here are your stickers for your new occupied tokens, as well as a new score pad that has everything that is going to score. Obviously, there's a lot of new stuff. Visitors, Garland Awards, Discovery, all of the expansions. So this space looks like it's got enough room. If you want to hold on to your original score pad, will fit in here as well. Then we have a very nice velvet bag. This is going to be used in the Newleaf expansion. So I'm going to hold something. I don't know if it's those reservation tokens or not. But anyways, there's those. And then this. This is, yeah, I'm almost certain that this is the bottom of the box. So how tricky is this to get this lid off without pulling the whole thing out? It's a little tricky. It's just a little tricky. All right. Whew, got stuff everywhere. Everywhere. So I don't know if you guys can see that very well from here. Maybe I will try and lift this up. Can I get this out? There's a whole bunch of stickers. A little bunk in my box, but it's okay. Very heavy set of cards. Okay. All right, this is what we're gonna do. That's better. All right. So this is holding all of your boards, all of the game boards, but this is like velvet lined. This is not just plastic. It's plastic, but then it's lined with velvet to keep all of your boards, like the edges, super nice while you're storing them. Also, the insides here are cut in such a way that there is a specific way that you're supposed to put these in and out, but then they don't rattle around and shake. So, Spirecrest, this is my favorite expansion thus far. Here's Pearlbrook, and this is the new, this is the newest one, Newleaf. So this is the train station. So here's where you're going to be putting those little train cars in onto the train. This gives you a worker placement spot, and then down here another one that basically kind of changes up that meadow spot. So there we go. All right. I, however, was not paying attention. Let's see if I can do this without looking at this. Actually went in that way. How hard is it gonna be? Is this one gonna fit like this? Does it go like that? Or was it? Yeah, I feel like it's got to go like that. Maybe not. Oh. Yeah. There we go. There's that one. So this isn't that hard. This was like this, and I know that the Belfair board is on top. And there we go. Look at that, we did it. And that's back on top. Boom. Okay, so let's put this back on top there. This is going to go on top of there. All right, and let's look at some other stuff here more closely. Here are all the stickers. So they left them for you to sticker because they wanted it to be optional. Some people prefer the real clean, just wooden meeple look. And they're all different colors, so it's not like they're hard to tell apart. But they gave you a sticker for just about everything in the game. The big, oh man. Ooh, doggy. All right, there we go. Whew. Okay. And I believe, pretty sure just by counting them here, not only is there, you could do double-sided, so you could just sticker one side and say, all right, if you don't like the stickers, just flip them over and play with them on the other side. But I'm pretty sure there's extras in case you mess up. I could be wrong. Platypus, ferret, weasel, otter, I don't know, bluebird, cardinal. Oh, I can't remember the names of those things. Stoat, right? I said it earlier. Frog. The frogs look a little weird because it's really just their profile. You know, like this guy, you can see his whole front of his face. Like this guy is just looking at his neck. The spiders, the owls, vole, fox. Yeah, I don't know if that's a vole or not. Salamander, butterfly, snails, standing cat. Not 100% sure. You know, some of these animals have clothes and some do not. Like the butterfly doesn't have any clothes, which makes sense, but oh no, the spider has a scarf. Actually, the butterfly may have a scarf on. I take that back. They all have clothes. They all have clothes. Even the bee has a scarf. The bats are wearing like flight goggles, which is a little silly because bats are blind. So what do they care? All your rabbits. That looks like a weasel. Pig standing up. Still freaks me out a little bit. So lots of rabbits. Yeah, like there should only be one blue turquoise rabbit, but they actually gave you double the stickers. Tons of rabbits. Now we're going to see tons of frogs. These do look like, you know, nice quality stickers. And here we go. All right. Due to variations in manufacturing, stickers and meeples may not perfectly match. Hand trimming may be required. Do not use saddles when using stickers. Damage will occur. Manufacturer not liable for replacements. Okay, so that's interesting. They did provide you new saddles that are supposed to be better on the Meeples and not scratch them up. But this is saying don't use the saddles and the stickers, which was probably one of the most fun things about these oversized Meeples. But yeah, see, they're giving you like 4 of everything, so that's a little disappointing because I was gonna sticker. Normally I do like a very clean look. See, that's supposed to be Nightweave, who's like the villain, and this makes him or her look just fancy, wearing a top hat. That doesn't look scary at all. Oh well. The moose. Yeah, why did they? I don't understand why they gave everything some sort of because I don't think in the pictures on the cards they gave the moose a scarf. I could be wrong. I could be remembering that correctly. We're going to take a look at those cards right now, because this is basically the only thing we haven't taken a look at. So we have a very nice card tray here with lots of extra space for looks like there's, I mean, obviously there's enough space for sleeved cards here. What's this? Ooh, dividers, super nice. Dividers, and but you could sleeve your cards. I'm pretty sure they thought of that, but I'm pretty sure other stuff is going to end up going in here as well. So let's see if we can find, here's the promo pack, so we'll definitely take a look at that. This looks like standard stuff that everybody's probably already seen. We'll definitely take a look at that one. What's this one? This one looks like standard stuff, so we may not dig into all of these. And let's see, this one should be all like, all right, maybe we'll open up this one too. So let's zoom in even further and take a look at this stuff. Okay, let's start with the dividers. I do love it when people provide you dividers. All right, so basically the same material as the cards. I would have preferred something a little thicker to hold up more, but that's okay. So we've got Nightweave's layer through every season. This is, I believe, part of the promo pack. Corin Evertail, this is also part of the promo pack. Spirecrest cards, Pearlbrook cards, Newleaf cards, Rugwork cards, extra, Legends, these are new, and the main deck. Then down here for our small cards, we have Visitors, Newleaf, Player Powers, very excited about those, Belfair, Spirecrest, Pearlbrook, and Base Game. Okay, so there's those, the dividers. Let's go with the small cards first. So again, I'm not going to go through this whole stack because most of this you guys have probably seen if you are an Everdell fan, but there's some card backs here that I am not used to seeing. So Spirecrest and Pearlbrook. Yeah. Okay. I think, yeah, these are all like the Meadow cards, Spirecrest cards. Okay. So this is just a placeholder. All right, these are going to be for your Newleaf expansion. So these are going to be the people that you can, I guess, go escort off the train. I'm not really sure thematically how this is working, but at least 6 critters and 6 constructions in your city, you can take the action to claim her, and she's getting you victory points. So similar to like the special events, I guess, almost. I don't know if these, I'm assuming with a stack this size, at least 9 common cards in your city.
Achieve at least 2 basic events. I'm guessing there's going to be a certain number out, and then they'll keep adding to that. Oscar Longtail, more critters than constructions in your city. Okay. Sir Trivial QS Markwell III, at least 1 of each resource type left over. So this, I wonder if you claim him and then you can work towards that, because that's obviously end game stuff there. All right, these I believe are the player powers. Yes. So, oh man, these are amazing. So I believe, yeah, there is a card, yep, for every, yes, all the different meeple types in the game. So if you are playing with the oxalotls, if you're choosing, this is a module you can add, choose not to play with, but at the beginning of the game, place 1, what is that, resource choice of your choice on each basic location. Whenever you visit a basic location, also gain the resource of your choice from that location. Let's just say platypus here, treasure hunters. At the beginning of the game, place 5 victory points here. At any time on your turn, you may pay up to 1 of these victory points to gain a resource of your choice and draw 1 from the deck or the meadow. Ooh, that's a really nice one. That's a really nice. Let's check out the snails here. And it even shows you, like, these guys came with the Newleaf expansion. If you look right up there, this got a little train on them. Steady. During setup, draw 7 cards and place them in a face-down stack. When an opponent plays a, what's the action? That card. You may give them a card from this stack to also activate the thing for yourself. Interesting. You're just giving them a card. Okay. Where's, like, the honeybees? Networkers. Whenever you play a non-green critter or construction, you may discard 1 card to activate a thing in your city. Whenever you play a non-green critter or construction. Okay. You may not use this ability when you are in autumn. Interesting. Pigs. Master farmers. Begin the game with all farm cards in a face-up stack in your area. At the beginning of each season, you may play the top farm card for free. This does not count as your turn. Farms do not take up a space in your city. If an opponent plays a farm, you gain 2. What in the world? All right, I just want to read the butterfly one and then I'll stop. Boundless. Increase your hand limit by 4. Wow. Begin the game with 12 cards in hand, 11 if you're playing with 5 or 6 players. You are the first player. Oodalali. Man. Okay. Super excited about those. Okay. Then I just want to, because the other ones didn't have this Everdell Complete Collection little card saver on here, so I'm wondering what's in this one in particular. Okay, yep. When you win, take a photo of the back of this card to immortalize your victory. I did do this, actually, the first time. I won against Rugwort. All right, so these are just for fun. So this is part of the what's his name, Corin Everdell or something. The person who's the town is named after. So this is the stained glass series of artwork that they did, and they just immortalized them in these cards. I honestly thought these were going to be like postcard size. So maybe you could frame them. I don't know how you could, because you can't use these. These are not available to be used in the game. They're strictly for cosmetic purposes here. All right. Now this is part of the Mistwood expansion. I believe these are like the varying levels of Nightweaver. Terrifying, tormenting, troublesome, tricky, or tame. And then we have various Nightweaver cards. I honestly am not 100% sure how all of these mechanics are going to work, but you can tell that already this is far more extensive than Rugwort was. So Rugwort is still a viable option for solo. He really just kind of gets in your way and steals cards from you. I loved playing this game against, look at that, holy moly. Okay, I loved playing games against Rugwort. Played all, you know, beat him on all levels. There's a lot of Mistwood cards in here. Excuse me. All right, so very excited about this though. Just to dive into a new way to play Everdell. It's like a whole new game. Whole new game. Yeah, and the rest of these are Pearlbrook and Spirecrest cards. All right, now we have the promo pack. So this was part of the Kickstarter. I'm almost certain that they're going to be selling this at some point. So let's figure out how to unravel this. But this was part of buying the big old box and/or complete collection, part of the Kickstarter. So we know this stuff is all new. How am I supposed to get this open? What in the world? Oh my lord, that was way too much work for 2 cards. Okay, so we have the Flying Doctor Service. 3 points for each harvester or gatherer pair in your city. And I think that's the new word for the husband and wife. Maybe not. Romantic Cruise. When achieved... Holding these off camera, sorry. When achieved, you may search through the deck for a gatherer card and play it for free. Okay. And what do we got here? From the beginning, James and Clarissa Wilson poured their energy and love into making Everdell. Okay, so this is just starting with the front back. Rules for compatibility between printings. So the harvester is now the husband, and the gatherer, or the husband is now the harvester, the wife is now the gatherer. So what they have done here is given you a test thing. So if you actually wanted to write, some of these cards are going to be blank things so you can write in your own names and such. They're saying pick out what pen you want to use and test your writing on this card here so that you don't mess up your nice cards. To make sure you have the right pen. So you can see all of these guys now have unique names, and I'm pretty sure here in just a second we're going to see some. Yeah, there you go. So you could give this person their own name, give this person their own name. Now ideally you'd want to find a white pen, but again, that's what they're saying. They gave you something to test it on. It's just really spot on. Man, there's a lot of these blank ones actually. Ooh. Okay, and then here you have just gatherer. So these are all essentially the same card, and if I go back and read that card, I'm sure it'll tell me how many of these to include in the game. But there you go. So new, yeah, all of these are hunter gatherers, and then we have farms. No? I thought these were farms through the all seasons. Somewhere in here is new farms where it's like farm in the winter, farm in the spring, farm in the summer, and farm in the fall. But this is not them. This guy here, McGregor's Market, pairs with hunter-gatherer. So this is a building, this is a location, but it's considered a farm. Interesting. Yep, that's a main deck card. All right, so that's the promo pack. Somewhere in here, amongst all these cards, I'm pretty sure are new farm cards, but okay, so these next cards were sprinkled in amongst the larger packs that I said we weren't going to open, but I did want to show off the legendary cards, the Corin Evertail module, the every season module, and since I went ahead and got them out, we'll take a look at some of the new cards that came with the Newleaf expansion, since this may be the first time people are seeing those. So these are legendary critters and legendary constructions. This is a module that just going to talk as we go through here, that they say you can just mix in with any expansion, and you would simply just want to do that once you're familiar with the game. So these are more complex critters and constructions, but work, you know, the same way any of them do. So these are pretty cool. You can see, like, you know, this goes with the ranger here. So this is Darkkeep Prison, but it is considered a dungeon for the purposes of like filling it out with the ranger and things like that. Here's a new bard. Okay, next, in similar fashion, but this is again its own separate module. This is the Corin Evertail's module. So Corin Evertail being the, you know, gentleman that founded the city, I guess. So these are similar to the legendary expansion. These are ones you would only want to put into the game, they say, once you are familiar with it. But it's both, you know, Corin Evertail the leader, Corin Evertail the king, Corin Evertail the warrior. So a lot of these were also those stained glass. Here they are. So these are the same stained glass paintings that we saw. These are the actual cards that you can use in the game. So what we saw before, even though they were deck card size, are really just for show. All right, and then we have, put these up here. This is the Through the Seasons module. So this one is just going to be, you would replace your current farm cards that all look the same with these ones. These are going to act, you know, exactly the same, but actually they don't act exactly the same. They're slightly different, but you'll see we'll pass through the seasons here. So, you know, there's, I guess, spring, and here's maybe summer, fall, winter, deep winter, or winter again, back into spring, summer, maybe spring again, maybe this is summer, who knows. But yeah, normally you have 8 just plain farm cards, so these would replace your current 8 farm cards. You can see that they do change slightly in cost and in their ability. So it just mixes the farm up a little bit, but all of them can take the now what's called harvester and gatherer. I always want to say hunter and gatherer, but that's not correct. And then last but not least here, this is going to do it for our cards. These are the cards that are part of the Newleaf expansion. So obviously we're going to see some more constructions and critters as part of Newleaf. So here you go. These are some of the most whimsical I've seen. So like hot air balloon is a construction. Or the honeybee, or the baker, sorry. It just happens to be a honeybee. We've got the bank, the chipsmith. You can go in any red one. That's interesting. City Hall can take any blue one, any blue critter. Conductor can go in any unique construction. Diplomat can go in any blue one. So,
You know, they're not just strict pairings. These guys, the Everwall, so this is similar to the Evertree. It's very expensive, but gives you a ton of points at the end of the game. Freight car, the gardener, the greenhouse. Again, the greenhouse can accept any green critter. I'm really liking these. The hotel, the inventor. This is a cool card just in general. The lamplighter, the library, the locomotive, magician, that's a fun one. The main road for 1 stone opens an additional space in your city. Doesn't get you any points, so that's interesting, but it would allow you to place a common critter. Interesting. Similar to the ruins, but you don't, it doesn't appear like you get rid of it. The mayor, who is a snail. The miller. The museum. Photographer. Look at that. The poet. Tea house. And that is it. So that's all of the cards. Again, all of the cards from the base game are here, you know, plus the Pearlbrook and Spirecrest expansions. So you can see that there is just a ton of cards now, quite a stack. There's also the Rugwort cards here, which you can mix in and play with as a normal game if you'd like to, but he's pretty mean. So if you'd like to play the friendly ways, then you would, I guess, kind of want to leave him out. But other than that, that is going to do it for all of our cards. As it is, there's a ton of content here. Keep an eye out for a reboxing video showing how all this stuff fits back into the box. And then obviously we are going to do a solo playthrough against Nightweaver with all of the expansions that I'm allowed to put out. I'm going to make this board as big as possibly can be. This may be the biggest table hog game I now own, for sure. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more content like this in the future, please consider subscribing to the channel. Once again, thanks for watching. Have a great day.